Hello, my name is Alexey. I continue to publish video tutorials and reviews. If this video will be useful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button under this video. In this way, you will help other users to find necessary information and my channel will be running better. All links from the video can be found in the description below. This and previous video are primarily intended for my clients, for whom I developed websites. The purpose of this tutorial is not to teach working in graphic editor, but to demonstrate how to perform image-related actions that are most commonly needed when editing content to a website. Based on my experience, there are the tasks my clients most frequently performing when they want to update or replace image on their websites themselves. This video tutorial demonstrates how to perform common image editing tasks, including cropping, changing resolution, optimizing, and converting from one format to another. All actions are shown using free software that can be installed on Linux, Mac OS and Windows, as well as using directly in the browser without installation. Let's start with the first question: where to find images? You can buy it or you can use free one. For example, here on Pixabay you can search, for example, dog, and here paid ones, images, and here are free ones. I strongly recommend that you consult with your attorney regarding these images. Here is some legal information about these images. Read this and consult with your attorney about this license. If everything okay, just click download. As you can see, I already got here as login user. You can create your account with your email or just log in with Facebook or Google Mail. Here you can select some resolutions. About difference within resolutions and size we will talk a little bit later. Just download the biggest. I will do it for example, but in your case you can download not so big resolution. I'll just download it. Here it is. And in this way you can search images and download it on your PC or laptop. Now let's talk how to determine image size on a website with Google Chrome. First, just click right button on the free space and select Inspect. Here select this tool, go here, and we can see the dimensions 160 to 66. Here a little bit near 700 to 918 and 647 to 748. And now you can measure any of this block, not only images, for example, just this text block, and you can see the dimensions. But in our case, we want to see dimension of this image, 700 to 818. This was Google Chrome in Windows. Now let's see Safari in Mac OS. First of all, go to Safari, Settings, Advanced, and activate Show Features for Web Developers. Go here to the Develop and select Show Web Inspector. Let's select this tool, go here, and we can see same dimensions, 160 to 66. Also here we can see 700 to 818. So in this way, you can determine image size on a website in Safari. One more time, let's see dimensions. This is our image. Now let's see dimensions of the image we have downloaded. Here it is, it's much more bigger. Let's crop it, change resolution, optimize, and convert to different formats. For this purpose, we can use PhotoPair. This is free online photo editor. Just click Start using PhotoPair and select File, Open. Open your image, agree and process. Here we can see our image. Let's crop it. Crop tool. We can crop it in free ratio. We can select different ratios, or we can enter 700s to 818, like this. Click OK. Now let's change the resolution. Image size, enter 700s, and it will be 818. Click OK. If you'd like to zoom it, hold Ctrl key button on the keyboard and press plus button. Now let's optimize it. Export as. We can select different formats. For photos, I recommend you to use JPEG or better WebP. But for photos, I do not recommend use PNG. Why? We will see it now. Let's say we can choose PNG. Just save it. We already downloaded it. Now let's export as JPEG. Here we can select quality. We can leave by default 70. Just save it. Now let's export as WebP. Save it. And now let's see the difference. This is our source image. You can see the size. This is PNG, this is JPEG, and this is WebP. As you can see, JPEG and WebP is much more smaller in size than PNG, so let's see the difference. This is our source image. Now this is our image in PNG, in JPEG, and in WebP. As you can see, there are almost no difference in quality, but as you can see, there is big difference in the size. The next tool I want to show you is GIMP. This is free and open source image editor. You can download it for Linux, macOS, and Windows. There won't be any difference where to use, for example, PhotoPair in Linux, macOS, Windows, and so on. Also, there are no difference between where to use GIMP in Linux, macOS, or Windows. So, this is GIMP. You need to install it. Open. Here is our source image. Just open. Here we can crop. Here is this tool. Just click it. Here we can enable this option, fixed aspect ratio, and, for example, add our desired ratio. Now let's select the area, just like this, click, and we can see our image was cropped. Also, we can change the resolution, go to Image, Scale Image, and enter our dimensions, our resolution. You can select this option to make it bigger on the screen, and now let's optimize it and convert to different file formats. File, export as, select file type. Here we can see a lot of different file types, but as I mentioned before, for photos I recommend you to select a JPEG or WebP. Let's change the name, for example, to export. Here we can select quality, for example, 75, export. Also, we can select here PNG image. I strongly recommend you not to select PNG for photos. Why? We already saw, but I will show you once more. The size will be much more bigger. Let's select compress level. And let's export this image to WebP. Here we can see WebP, export. Let's set, for example, 75 and export. Let's see the difference. Here our source image, here is PNG, here is JPEG, and here is WebP. Let's see the difference in quality. This is our source image. This is PNG, JPEG, and WebP. As you can see, there is no difference between WebP, JPEG, and PNG in quality, but you can see the difference in size. I hope this video will be useful not only for my clients, but also for other visitors of the blog. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Alexey. See you soon in new tutorials.